Road accident. A teacher maintained the eastern region after a huge truck loaded with foodstuff crashed into a VIP passenger bus heading to Kumasi in the Ashanti region. Eyewitnesses say the truck from Kumasi heading to Accra suddenly developed faulty brakes and crashed into the VIP bus. An unknown number of passengers sustained different degrees of injuries and have been rushed to the Nsawam Hospital for medical attention. Eyewitness Jesse Amankwa joins me over the telephone with more on this. Good evening to you, Jesse. What more can you tell us about this accident?
Yeah, it's right. The accident happened around 5:30 this evening, whereby a cargo car loaded with foodstuff with the registration number GT1624F. This is coming from Kumasi going towards Accra, whereby a VIP bus with the registration number EG239310 being also coming from Accra heading towards Kumasi. According to the NADMO, they said the truck loading with the foodstuff have a brake failure, whereby it ran into the VIP bus. According to them, they have 10 dead, whereby the body have been sent to the Nsawam mortuary. 4 in a serious injury. They are also at Nsawam Government Hospital.
All right, thank you very much, Jesse. I believe we just have to end that story, but it's quite unfortunate, the deaths recorded in that accident. That was Jesse Amankwa bringing us that update. We're moving on to other stories. Police have arrested 2 of the 7 suspects who broke jail at the Kwabinya police station on Sunday, January 21. The 2, Atakwejo and Prince Osei, were arrested in the Volta region town of Rara on Tuesday. The Inspector General of Police, David Asante-Pietu, at a media briefing at the police headquarters Thursday afternoon, also announced the arrest of 2 accomplices in the attack on the police station, which resulted in the killing of a police inspector, Emmanuel Ashilevi. Latif Idris was there for Joy News.
On the 21st of January this year, armed men stormed the Kwabinya police station, shot and killed an inspector who was on routine checks at the station at the time. The armed men successfully broke out 7 suspects who were being held there for armed robbery and possession of arms without license. The arrest, as announced by the IGP, marks the first breakthrough in the manhunt of the fugitive.
We have since arrested 2 of the fugitives on Tuesday, 23rd January at Raura in the Volta region. They are Atakwejo and Prince Osei.
The IGP also announced the arrest of some persons, including a woman who aided the escape of the fugitive.
These include a 28-year-old woman named Nancy Benta, alias Urama. The other is George Yeboah Aka, a.k.a. Kwesi Shawa. One more person, Kofi Achampong, alias Nana Uwu, age 32, was also arrested yesterday at Afienya. Kofi Achampong is believed to be the spiritual father of the suspects and a source of weapons supply to the criminals. Cultic items such as a coffin and skeletons were found at the place of arrest.
What we knew from the start of this jailbreak had to do with the fact that the police didn't have the photograph of one of the 7 who broke out of jail. Now, today the police is telling us that they still do not have the photograph of the 7 suspects.
We are looking for 7 people, except that we did not have the photograph that was not published.
You need the picture of the 7 suspects to help the public to help with investigations.
Yes, it is not always the case that you need a photograph in order to arrest somebody. If I mention your name and I give your address, your age, I'm sure somebody can recognize you. It may not be as easy as having the photograph, but that does not stop us from getting to who we are looking for.
5 other suspects Dixon Ofori, Chibuzo Akwoba, Roxin Edem, Kofi Dakon, and Emmanuel Kote are still on the run, and the police are calling on members of the public to help with information leading to their arrest. A reward of 15,000 Ghana cedis awaits persons who would give credible information leading to the arrest of the suspects.
All right, so I'm just going to quickly take you through the two of those who have been arrested or rearrested, the fugitives that the police say have been arrested. They are Atakwejo and Prince Osei. So they're just going to come up on the screen right now. So that's Atakwejo, one of those who has been rearrested, one of the fugitives rearrested. And then the other is Prince Osei, who has also been rearrested. Now, there are 5 more. Of the 5, we have 4 photos. In fact, the police have only 4 photos to show. So we're going to look at the 4. There is... So there's Dixon Ofori, and the police have given us a bit more detail about Dixon Ofori. Dixon Ofori, his hometown is Bogre near Jasikan. He's said to be smallish and dark in complexion, height 5'5" tall. He was last seen in Rasta hair. Let's pull up the Dixon Ofori. All right. These wouldn't be, we'll just clarify and bring you the others. Then there's Chibuzo Akuba. Chibuzo Akuba. The photo we have of Chibuzo Akuba is him lying in a hospital bed. And he's from Anambra State, Nigeria. He's fair in complexion. He's 5'6" tall. He has a tattoo of a tiger head on the left shoulder, and which is what you can see there right now, and a surgical stitch on the abdomen, tribal marks on both cheeks. He limps on the legs. Apparently, this is the information that the police is giving to us. And the location of arrest was the Atomic Gate filling station. We will bring you some more of the images as we have them later on. But staying with the police news conference addressed by the IGP, the police chief also spoke about arrests made in connection with last year's fatal shooting in broad daylight of Constable Daniel Owusu at Abekan La Paz.
In another development, 5 persons have been arrested in connection with the murder of Constable Daniel Owusu, who was shot dead by armed robbers at La Paz in Accra on the 13th July 2017 while he was performing patrol duty. They are Benjamin Ni Lamte Flezi, boy, age 27. Kasim Munkaila, alias Ekwe, age 30 years. Laila Mohammed, age 20 years. Musa Ibrahim, alias Moses Kandu, age 37. And Abbas Abdullahi, age 36. Kasim Munkaila and alias Ekwe and Musa Ibrahim, alias Moses Kandu, were the suspects who shot Constable Daniel Owusu, but went into hiding immediately after the incident, until recently when they were arrested. I take this opportunity to once again assure the good people of Ghana and the international community to remain calm and support the Ghana police.
Right, so that was the IGP addressing a news conference earlier today. Now let's go back to the rest of the fugitives that the police are still looking out for. We have the images now. We're going to be sharing them with you in a bit. So this is Kofi Dakon, who the police is also looking for. Kofi Dakon is from Asante Achim, according to the information given us by the police. He's dark in complexion, height 5'7", medium built in stature, and he was arrested at Kwabenya roundabout. Chibuzo, who I have talked about earlier, he has a tattoo on the hand. Prince Osei, he has been rearrested. And then Dixon Ofori is the other suspect who the police is looking out for. He His hometown is Bodre near Jasekang. He is smallish and dark in complexion, height 5 foot 5 inches tall. He was last seen in Rasta hair. And then Adam Roxing, he's from Pando in the Volta region. He's fair in complexion, slim in stature, height 5 foot 7 inches, and he's often seen smiling. That's what the police told us, except he's not exactly smiling in this photo. Attack Kojo has been rearrested. The other image, or the image of the final gentleman who is being wanted, the police themselves do not have his image, and so we can share that with you. Now, in some other news, some defense lawyers in the trial of former top executives of the National Communications Authority are demanding that an Accra High Court hold hearing of the case. Former NCA board chairman Eugene Bafubone and 4 others have been charged with causing financial loss to the state and have since December been before the court. Their lawyers on Thursday requested that the Attorney General furnish them with a list of all witnesses to appear before the court, a request the AG was unwilling to honor. They therefore urged the court to halt the trial, insisting the Supreme Court be allowed to make a pronouncement on whether their request is permitted under law. Trial Judge Justice Che Bafo adjourned hearing to February 1 to deliver his ruling on the request for the list of witnesses. There is more in the following report.
Godwin Tamaklo, who is a member of the team representing the former Deputy National Coordinator, Alhaji Mimina Osman, told the court allowing them access to a list of witnesses will ensure a fair trial. Relying on Article 19(2) of the 1992 Constitution, he argued that his client was entitled to all facilities that will enable him put up his defense. He stated, quote, "How can a man prepare his defense if he is blindfolded?" Unquote. A similar motion was also moved by lawyer for businessman George Derek Opon, who is also before the court. The former NCA board chair's legal team, led by Thaddeus Sori, also served notice of moving the application in writing. Counsel for former NCA board member Nano Usu Ensao also asked to be allowed to do same. The Attorney General Gloria Kufu opposed the application. Chief State Attorney Evelyn Kilson argued on her behalf. She said the rules governing a summary trial such as this does not allow such requests to be made. She urged the court to turn down a request for a halt of proceedings because the constitutional provision did not require interpretation. Trial Judge Justice Che Bafo adjourned proceedings to February 1, 2018 to deliver his ruling.
We're taking a break to bring you business news here on Joy News Prime, but still ahead, Controller and Accountant General's Department faults Trade Ministry's use of official bank accounts for the collection of cash for